Tip number 1, make sure that you get your child's feet measured. Make sure it's the right size and the right fit. Don't take the number or the size that's on the box as the be all and end all, because all of these shoes fit up a little bit differently. Make sure they fit. How can you tell if they fit? Sometimes it's hard to find out or figure out where your child's toe sits inside the shoe. So it's always a good idea to take that inner sole out, pop your child's foot on top of the inner sole out of the shoe and have a look at where their toes sit. Make sure that they're not too far back so it's not excessive and the shoe's slipping, and make sure it's not too far forward so that there is that little bit of natural growing room and a bit of space for their foot to elongate and spread. So make sure feet are measured, make sure you get the right fit. There are lots of fits and widths, and don't worry about the number as long as it fits well. It should do the trick. Okay, tip number 2. Please don't buy your child's shoes too big. That's something that we all would love to save a little bit of money on, buying our kids' shoes with some extra size and length. The issue is that you could do more damage to their feet, and that means that the shoe's going to flex in the wrong spots. It's going to put pressure points. They're probably going to be slipping out of the back and getting blisters, and long term you might be spending more on visiting your local doctor, physio, podiatrist to fix up what a shoe has caused. So please don't go too big. It's probably the worst case scenario, apart from getting them too small. Tip number 3, make sure that you don't skimp on the school shoes, because ultimately it could cost you more. So we like to say that quality might actually save you money in the long run. How is that possible? Well, some of our shoes are built with all those fit and features and comforts that will be similar to a sports shoe, and they'll protect your child's feet. But also we know that some of the shoes that haven't got those features will run out of steam a lot quicker, and you'll probably be replacing those twice over before you replace one of these. So please don't skimp on the school shoes, and think about saving money in the long run. Tip 4, we like to think about matching the shoe to the child and the activities, of course. So an example might be if your child is simply walking to school, not running around on the asphalt courts too much at lunchtime, that might be appropriate. But a similar style and silhouette of shoe that has a lot more cushioning and protection might be better and more durable and save you money in the long run if they're playing a lot more sport and running around and using them a bit more roughly outside of simply walking to and from school. So think about what your child will be using the shoes for and what's best for them. Tip number 5 is we know that school shoes are a little bit firmer on the foot. For example, we've been running around over summer, maybe not wearing shoes as much. Our feet are used to not having shoes on, and then we come and try school shoes on and they all feel a little bit firm. So please appreciate the fact that a brand new school shoe is going to feel a bit firmer. We don't want it to be tight, we want it to be snug. But leather is a natural material. It will mold to the foot. It takes a little bit of wearing in at times. So if you have the luxury of being able to wear them in before school starts for a few hours and massage some of those points that are a little bit firm, maybe around the tongue and the collar, they're the main points that we find can be a bit firm on the foot initially. So we know they're firm, but it's for durability and they will give.